Hello, Ferguson School and York City School District. Happy Hispanic Heritage Month. Feliz Mes de la Herencia Hispana. I am so excited and happy to be here with you today. My name is Christy Maggio, and I am coming to you from the Dominican Republic. Now, I'm not Dominican, but I have lived here for the past 7 years, and for this reason, I want to thank your wonderful teacher, Holly Crowder, for thinking of me to do this wonderful presentation for you all. Today, I am going to present to you 3 Hispanic Latino people who are just amazing. The whole Latino and Hispanic community is incredible, and they have a culture that they should be so proud of. And today, I am happy to share with you 3 of them. One is Doris Rodriguez. She is a Dominican woman and an artist who was born here in the Dominican Republic but now resides in the United States. Second is Chef Roberto Mendoza, and he comes to us from El Salvador. But again, he also now currently resides in the United States. But here in the Dominican Republic, I have my wonderful friend, Henry Gonzalez. And all 3 of them are going to share with you their story, and I will give you a little bit of background before each of them. And they're all going to do something a little bit special for you today. At the end, I'm going to share with you my story, as many of you might be wondering, what am I doing here in the Dominican Republic? First, I would like to present to you all the artist Doris Rodriguez. Doris is originally from the Dominican Republic, but she now resides in New York and sometimes in Miami. She does wonderful work, and today she's going to read to us a story that she wrote and also illustrated. Doris studied here in the Dominican Republic at the school in Altos de Chabón, and she is a wonderful person, a great artist, and so I hope you enjoy this wonderful presentation from Doris Rodriguez.
Hello, my name is Doris Rodriguez. I am a visual artist and I love to draw and paint portraits like the painting that I have behind me. And this is what I've been doing lately. But earlier in my career, I did a lot of commercial work. Commercial work is when you do a painting for a company. In my case, I did illustrations for magazines and I did illustrations for newspaper. And one of the things that I loved the most was doing children's book illustration. And of the many I did, I have 3 here that I would like to show you. And I do a reading to some of them by Calle. This was illustrated by several artists, and I have one story in all the chapters. These are school books that you will see in your classroom probably. This was published a while back, many years ago. So you see all the story, and then you have the illustration. Growing up, I really love to see the illustrations in a book. Sometimes, even as a grown-up, I enjoy so much. I mean, I love reading. That's one of the things that I like to do. But sometimes I love to look at pictures, images, drawings. It's fascinating to me. And this book here, I got 2 awards. This book has the Multicultural Publishers Exchange, and it was recommended by the Parent Council. So we had 2 awards with this book. I was so proud of it at the time, and I probably will read it for you in a little while. So besides illustrating and creating art, I enjoy gardening. I like to cook, bake. I love baking cookies. And I enjoy a long walk in the park. And I enjoy spending time with my friends, picnics at the park. I like to go to see the theater and the ballet. And I am also a teacher. I enjoy very much teaching art to learners and young artists just like you. So I hope you enjoy this little book reading and hope you enjoy your Hispanic Heritage Month. Thank you. Diego Wants to Be, a book inspired by the poem El Niño, illustrated by Doris Rodriguez. Diego wants to be, Diego quiere ser. Diego was sad because he did not like being a child. He went to the river because he wanted to be a fish. He put his feet into the water, but it was so cold that he shivered and did not want to be a fish anymore. He looked up into the sky and wanted to be a bird. He climbed up the tallest tree, but it was so tall that he did not want to be a bird anymore. Diego wanted to be a dog. He started barking at a cat. But he barked so much that his voice got tired and he did not want to be a dog anymore. Diego did not want to be a child, nor a fish, nor a bird, nor a dog. He wanted to be a man. And he started to grow up. When he became an old man, he thought about being a child again, but he was wise enough to know that it was too late.
Diego quiere ser un libro inspirado por el poema El Niño, escrito e ilustrado por Doris Rodriguez. Diego estaba triste porque no le gustaba ser niño. Se fue al río porque deseaba ser pez. Metió sus pies al agua, pero estaba tan fría que tiritó y ya no quiso ser pez. Miró al cielo y quiso ser ave. Trepó por el árbol más alto, pero estaba tan alto que ya no quiso ser ave. Diego quería ser perro. Comenzó a ladrarle a un gato, pero ladró tanto hasta cansarse y ya no quiso ser perro. Diego no quiso ser niño. Ni pez, ni ave, ni perro. Quería ser hombre. Y comenzó a crecer. Cuando envejeció, pensó en volver a ser niño otra vez, pero su madurez le hizo comprender que era demasiado tarde.
Diego wants to be. Diego did not want to be a child. He soon learned why and what the consequences will be. This simple parallel offers a universal lesson about time and life that will enrich both young and old. Inspired by one of this greatest generation most popular Spanish song, this interpretation is rich in meaning and beautiful, complemented by striking artwork. The talented young author and illustrator is a native of the Dominican Republic, and she has drawn from her childhood memories and heritage to produce this award-winning book. Using bold Caribbean colors, strong images, and sun-drenched settings, the artist enchants and rewards the reader appropriately, for the text of Diego Wants to Be is both in Spanish and English. Winner of the Multicultural Publishers Exchange Children's Books Award. Because so few children's books have been written and illustrated by African, Hispanic, Asian, and Native American, the Multicultural Publishers Exchange and Highlights Press co-sponsored a national competition in 1993 to encourage and recognize previously unpublished authors and illustrators from other cultures. Diego Wants to Be was selected from among those submissions by a jury from MPE's membership. MPE has formed to foster the greatest awareness of the rich diversity of independent publishers devoted to African, Hispanic, Asian, and Native American authors, illustrators, and subjects. Vaya Calle, escrito por Barbara Schuckhazen, ilustrado por Doris Rodriguez. Vaya calle. ¿Qué calle más sucia? Recogemos las latas. Recogemos los vasos. Recogemos las cajas. Recogemos las botellas. Recogemos los papeles. ¡Qué calle más limpia! Después de una feria, 5 amigos trabajan duro para limpiar la calle.
Now I am really excited to share with you a very good friend of mine, Chef Roberto Mendoza. Chef Mendoza used to be one of the executive chefs in the White House. However, he had a very difficult life growing up, and I want to share this story with you because he had a very difficult time growing up in El Salvador. Chef Roberto Mendoza was an orphan when he was a little boy. He went and lived with his grandmother. He was often very hungry and often didn't have water. And when he was little, he vowed that if any moment of his life he was able to make sure children didn't go hungry, he would do it. At the age of 18, he was kidnapped when he started to go to university. And 2 months later, he was saved by the Salvation Army. And then they sent him to Canada, and he eventually came to the United States. He started off with a very difficult life, and it was not something easy for him to come back from. But through many successes that he has had, he eventually grew to become one of the executive chefs in the White House. And I feel it's a very important story to share with you all right now because I know some of you are a little sad, a little frustrated, suffering at home, not feeling good about yourself. However, no matter who you are, where you come from, or if you're having difficulties with something, there is always hope. And Chef Roberto Mendoza's story is something that I want you all to believe in because if you think about it, he came from very little, but he grew to be the wonderful man that he is today. And now he goes around the world and he helps children everywhere and makes sure that they have enough food to eat. So he even helps children here in the Dominican Republic. And I'm very, very happy to present to you Chef Roberto Mendoza. And he, at this moment, is in San Salvador, where he recorded this video with 2 of his friends, Chef Brenda and Chef Chachi. And they are going to make pupusa salvadoreña.
Here we are, we're going to present all the ingredients to make pupusa from Joya del Pacifico in El Salvador. We got oil, we got what we call the masa. It's made out of the corn flour. Now we got the refried beans. We got the quesillo, okay? Quesillo is a special cheese from El Salvador. And then we have a mozzarella cheese, okay? Now what we're going to do is create a pupusa with this wonderful, wonderful person. It's called Brenda. Brenda, okay, she's the chef in charge here in Joya El Pacifico in El Salvador. And also we got Chef Chachi Guerrero. He's the executive chef for this wonderful place and this restaurant. Now let's cook the pupusa, and also we have a surprise for you. The surprise is what we're going to do also is pushka, okay? With the final mozzarella cheese, we're going to create the pushka also. Let's do the pupusa. Let's cook. Brenda, this is a lot of people know me. My name is Chef Roberto Mendoza, and this is the way you do the famous pupusa from El Salvador. So you make kind of like a tortilla, and then you fill it up with cheese, okay, and beans. You can put pork meat if you want. You can put vegetable with cheese. You can do whatever you like with this pupusa. This is the wonderful about the pupusa, okay, because you can fill it up with whatever you like. So make sure your grill is hot. You can do it in a pan also, but make sure your grill is hot. That way the pupusa is gonna cook quickly. Usually we put the grill 325, 350 degrees. And your pan, if you cook it at home, okay, just put it on a small flame, and then you can have that nice pupusa. But also, Chef Chachi Guerrero, he speaks English also, and he's been going to the school in United States, and he graduated in United States. So please, Chachi, give me some words about the pupusa, what we call pupusa, what is a popular dish in El Salvador, and where you went to the school in the United States.
Well, I went to school in USA for Dominican Artist. All Salvadorians love pupusas. Pupusa is like, our national food. It's great. Whoever tries it, you're gonna love it. You can fill it up with chicharrón, with cheese. Nowadays, they fill it up with shrimp. It's a lot. You cannot even name all the ingredients that you can put inside.
Exactly. How many pupusas usually you sell during the weekend?
We don't sell. We sell. We eat. I don't like to sell them because I eat. You can tell about my stomach. But it's hard. Cheese, great cheese. She worked for a while in a place Antiguo Cucatlan.
Okay.
Which is very famous.
So you're telling me Chef Brenda is one of the most famous chefs in El Salvador to make pupusas. Mm-hmm. Wow, yeah. Chef Brenda, congratulations. Yeah. It's an honor for me to be with you. And believe me or not, I present the pupusa in the White House one time. So White House, they know about the pupusas. Let me tell you a story about it. I got Marla Maples with me. She was the ex-wife of Donald Trump. And I presented, and she said, "What is this?" I said, "Pupusas." And she said, "Pupusas?" I said, "Yeah, this is a dish from El Salvador." I was thinking to myself that I was the famous chef, but I don't. She is the famous chef in El Salvador to make pupusas. So congratulations, and thank you so much for this wonderful presentation. We celebrate Hispanic heritage in United States of America. So congratulations to all the Hispanic people in United States. And I hope you like this recipe. And I really recommend that you visit El Salvador and you can try the pupusas. Our country is a beautiful, small country, and this is one of the most famous dishes. And also we have 52 volcanoes that you can enjoy in El Salvador. So this particular pupusa, this particular dish is also eaten with coleslaw. It's kind of like a vinegar coleslaw that we create, and also we have a tomato sauce with it. And when you eat pupusa, it's like you eating chicken wings in the United States. You eat it with your hands, okay? Here in El Salvador, we eat pupusa with our hands. Don't use knife and don't use any fork. It has to be with your hands, with your fingers. That way you can feel the flavor. So, Chef Chachi Guerrero, thank you so much. God bless you. Chef Brenda, thank you so much. Look at that. Look at that pupusa. Now she put some mozzarella cheese in the bottom. She grilled the mozzarella cheese. Now what we're going to do also, you got the pupusa right here. You got the pupusa. No. But now what we have is a pushka. Okay? And it's funny for me because I never see that pushka before. That's the first time I see in pushka in El Salvador. So, thank you. Thank you, Brenda. Gracias. Muchísimas gracias, porque a mí también me gusta usar el español. Para aquellos que no lo saben en los Estados Unidos, practíquenlo, apréndanlo, porque es una lengua muy llena de flores, muy bonitas, y aquí en El Salvador tenemos muchas flores.
Finally, I'm happy to share with you another really good friend of mine, Henry Gonzalez. Henry Gonzalez was someone who dreamed about becoming a professional Major League Baseball player. However, we all know that only 1% of those that actually are good make it into Major League Baseball. But he always made sure that he studied hard, got a good education, and had something to fall back on. He grew up also poor. He's from the Dominican Republic as well. However, all of the things that he did, volunteering, walking miles to try and get donations for when he worked for the Clinton Foundation, and even a cobrador for the guagua, the person that worked on the bus, all of that. He is now the senior manager for international relations here in the Dominican Republic for Major League Baseball. So sometimes we have hopes and sometimes we have dreams. They may not always work out as we planned. However, working hard and knowing that he wanted to be the best he could be, he did that and accomplished that, and he now works for Major League Baseball. Maybe not as a professional baseball player, however, he loves his job and he helps children every day. And you're going to see that. He's a wonderful man, very inspirational. And so enjoy Henry Gonzalez from Major League Baseball.
Pero no todos van a llegar a jugar en grandes ligas. Sin embargo, todos tienen la oportunidad de ser grandes ligas en diferentes áreas. Por eso, tanto los padres como nosotros, la Fundación Major League Baseball, ¿qué queremos de ustedes? ¿Qué queremos de los niños? ¿Qué queremos de esta sociedad, de todos los deportistas, de los niños y niñas que hay aquí? Que puedan ser grandes ligas en diferentes áreas, que puedan ser doctores grandes ligas, médicos grandes ligas, que ya tú eres grandes ligas y que puedas disfrutar del juego, de la pasión del juego, sin presión, sabiendo que es una oportunidad divina que tú puedas practicar un deporte, pero sin la presión de una firma, sabiendo de que tú ya eres grandes ligas. Porque si tú estudias y te portas bien en tu casa y haces tus deberes y tareas, ya tú eres grandes ligas. Pero también tenemos padres grandes ligas. Tenemos padres grandes ligas, los padres que educan a sus hijos, los padres que llevan a sus hijos a la escuela, los padres que se preocupan por la alimentación de sus hijos, los padres que están dando día a día la vida por sus hijos. Ellos también son unos padres grandes ligas. Tenemos unos coaches grandes ligas que se dedican diariamente a entrenar a los jugadores, que dedican su tiempo diariamente a entrenarlo, sabiendo de que de ellos van a adquirir la disciplina para poder enfrentar todas las situaciones de la vida. Y quiero terminar diciéndole y repitiendo de que yo también soy parte del 96% que no llegó a grandes ligas. Mi ejemplo fue ese, de que yo también firmé un contrato una vez y tuve la oportunidad de jugar béisbol, pero no llegué a Grandes Ligas. Sin embargo, ¿cómo pude llegar a Grandes Ligas? ¿Cómo pude yo llegar a la oficina de Grandes Ligas? Lo que me ayudó a mí a llegar a la oficina de Grandes Ligas fueron los estudios, porque gracias a Dios, aunque estuviera firmado con los Piratas de Pittsburgh, tuve la oportunidad de seguir estudiando, y esto es lo que me da la oportunidad de decirle a ustedes se puede ser Grandes Ligas en diferentes áreas. Por eso el enfoque de todos nosotros, atención para terminar, el enfoque de todos nosotros debe ser la educación, la educación, la educación, y combinado con el béisbol, disfrutar de nuestra pasión. De nuestra pasión. De nuestra pasión.
Hola, espero que hayan disfrutado conocer y escuchar las historias de estas tres maravillosas personas que acaban de ver. Ahora voy a compartir con ustedes mi historia porque se puede estar preguntando, ¿por qué yo vivo en la República Dominicana? Otra vez, mi nombre es Cristi Maggio y he estado viviendo aquí los últimos 7 años. Originalmente, vine aquí porque quería perfeccionar mi español y luego tenía grandes esperanzas de que iba a volver a los Estados Unidos y trabajar en una escuela urbana con una gran población hispana, porque quería ser parte de ayudar a niños como todos ustedes o niños en cualquier lugar, porque eso es lo que amo y por eso estoy en educación. He sido profesora por más de 20 años. Antes de mudarme aquí, era profesora de italiano en el norte de los Estados Unidos, de Nueva York. Y así que cuando vine aquí, hice lo que dije que iba a hacer. Perfeccioné, o casi, mi español. Sin embargo, el camino se volvió y me llevó a muchos otros caminos y lugares maravillosos. 3 años después de mudarme aquí, comencé mi propia escuela llamada Maggio Multicultural Academy. Es una escuela bilingüe aquí en el área de Punta Cana. También empecé mi propia fundación para poder ayudar a más niños que necesitaban ayuda, aquí trayendo medicina, agua limpia, ropa, comida y educación, por supuesto. La educación es mi pasión y realmente siento y creo que todos los niños deben tener un derecho igual a la educación de calidad. Hace 2 años me pidió un señor que comenzará mi propio programa de radio aquí. Y ahora tengo un programa de radio y un programa en YouTube llamado What's Up Punta Cana with Cristi Maggio. Y a través de este programa he sido capaz de conocer a todas estas personas increíbles, 3 de las cuales acaban de ver, y así que sigo tratando de poner mi mensaje allí, que es inspirar y dar a la gente esperanza de éxito en la vida, especialmente los jóvenes. Y los que están escuchando hoy, escuchaban la historia del Chef Roberto Mendoza, escuchaban la historia de Gonzalez. Y para mí solo he llegado a aprender el secreto del éxito desde que me mudaron en la República Dominicana. Nunca hubiera pensado antes de mudarme aquí que abriera mi propia escuela o que habría podido ayudar a tanta gente o que tendría mi propio programa de radio y canal en YouTube y que seguiría creciendo. Sin embargo, a través de todo esto, lo único que nunca renuncié fue la fe. Siempre mantuve mi fe y trabajé muy duro. Así que si hay algún mensaje que me gustaría dejar a todos ustedes hoy, yo sé que los tiempos en este momento son muy difíciles. Sé que puedes pensar que tus circunstancias actuales no van a cambiar o no pueden cambiar. Te lo digo ahora que pueden. Solo tienes que empezar creyendo en ti mismo. Hay tantas personas maravillosas que he conocido con tantas historias horribles de la infancia, pero han superado todo eso y han creado una vida maravillosa y han cambiado su mundo para lo mejor, pero lo único que todos tienen en común es que comenzó con la educación y un sueño. La importancia de la educación para cualquier niño o adulto es tremenda. Y comenzar allí y aprender y entender cuál es su pasión y crear metas para usted, estas cosas son que te van a ayudar a tener éxito. Porque una cosa que he aprendido de todas estas personas que he entrevistado es la educación es número 1. Perseverancia es número 2. ¿Sabes lo que significa perseverancia? Perseverancia sigue empujando hacia adelante para sus sueños, incluso después de fallar. Simplemente te levantas de nuevo y lo intentas de otra manera. Tanta gente pasa por la vida y no pueden hacer lo que aman. Y quiero hoy que todos ustedes, niños, toda la comunidad, quien ve esto, necesita siempre creer en ti mismo. Y nunca, y quiero que realmente escuches esto, nunca dejes que nadie te diga que no puedes. No dejes que nadie te etiquete. No dejes que nadie diga que no puedes. Porque tú puedes. Mientras creas que puedes, lo harás. Mi cita favorita que quiero compartir es de Henry Ford. Ya, sea que creas que puedes o si crees que no puedes. De cualquier manera, tienes razón. Ahora todos sabemos quién es Henry Ford. Él es lo que inventó el coche. ¿Y sabes lo que la gente le dijo cuando empezó a inventar el auto? Oh, estás loco. Nadie va a usar eso. ¿Sabes que nadie lo va a comprar? Mira lo que todos conducimos hoy en día. Pero él fracasó. Falló muchas veces antes de crear ese auto. Y la mayoría de las personas que tienen éxito, si escuchan sus historias, todas han fracasado, todas han fallado, pero todas han vuelto a levantarse porque hacen lo que ellos aman. Y quiero que encuentres tu pasión hoy. Y quiero que digas que voy a hacer esto porque me encanta hacerlo. Es mi pasión. Y no dejar que nadie en este mundo te diga otra cosa. Habrá gente que se cruzará en tu camino. A veces incluso los adultos que van a decir, eso es estúpido, ¿por qué haces eso? O ya se ha hecho. No aceptas lo que dicen y lo dejas ir porque crees en ti. Y si hay algo con lo que yo pueda ayudarte hoy, quiero que sepas que ustedes son una comunidad fuerte. Ustedes son una comunidad orgullosa. Tienes toda tu vida frente a ti. No dejes que nadie te diga lo contrario. Soy la prueba de esto. Henry Gonzalez, Roberto Mendoza, Doris Rodriguez y muchos más también son prueba de que puedes lograr tus sueños. Así que tienen un maravilloso mes de herencia hispana, pero muchas bendiciones. Siempre mantén la fe y yo sé que puedes alcanzar tus sueños. Un abrazo y un beso. Adiós.
I hope that you all enjoyed meeting and listening to the stories from these three wonderful people that you just saw. I'm now going to share with you guys my story because you might be wondering, okay, you're American. Again, my name is Christy Maggio, and I have been living here in the Dominican Republic for the past 7 years. And so I originally came here to the Dominican Republic because I wanted to perfect my Spanish. And then I had high hopes that I was going to go back to the United States and work in an inner city school with a large Hispanic population because I wanted to be a part of helping children like you, children anywhere, because that's what I love and that's why I'm in education. I've been a teacher for over 20 years. Before I moved here, I was an Italian teacher in upstate New York. And so when I came here, I did what I said I was going to do. I perfected my Spanish. However, the road turned and led me to a great many other paths and wonderful places. 3 years after moving here, I started my own school called Maggio Multicultural Academy. It was a bilingual school here in the Punta Cana area. Also, I started my own foundation so that I could help more children that needed assistance here by bringing them medicine, clean water, clothes, food, and education, of course. Education is my passion, and I truly feel and believe that all children should have an equal right to a quality education. 2 years ago, I was asked to start my own radio show here. And so I now have a radio program and a program on YouTube called What's Up Punta Cana with Christy Maggio. And through this show, I have been able to meet all of these amazing people, 3 of whom you just saw. And so I continue trying to put my message out there, which is to inspire and give people hope for success in life, especially young people. And those of you that are listening today, you heard the story of Chef Roberto Mendoza. You heard the story of Henry Gonzalez. For me, I have only come to learn the secret to success since moving here in the Dominican Republic. I would have never thought before moving here that I would have started my own school. I would have been able to help so many people. I would have my own radio show. I would have a channel on YouTube and continue growing. However, through all of this, the one thing that I never gave up was faith. I always kept held on to my faith, and I worked really, really hard. And so if there's any message I would like to leave you all with today, I know that times right now are really difficult. I know that you may think that your current circumstances aren't going to change or can't change. I'm telling you now that they can. You just need to start by believing in yourself. There are so many wonderful people I've met with so many horrific childhood stories, but who have overcome all of that and created a wonderful life and changed their world for the better. But the one thing that they all have in common is that it started with education. The importance of education for any child, for any adult, is tremendous. And starting there and learning and understanding your passion, creating goals for yourself, these are things that are going to help you be successful. And so one thing that I've learned from all of these people that I have interviewed is, number 1, education. Number 2, perseverance. Do you know what perseverance means? Perseverance is continuing, pushing forward for your dreams even after you fail. You just get back up again and you try it a new way, a different way. So many people go through life and they don't get to do what they love. And I want you today, all of you children, the whole community, whoever watches this, to believe in yourself, persevere, and never, ever, ever, and I want you to really listen to this, let anybody tell you that you can't. Don't let anyone label you. Don't let anybody say that you can't, because you can. As long as you believe that you can, you will. It doesn't matter what other people say. My favorite quote that I want to leave you with is by Henry Ford. Whether you think you can or whether you think you can't, either way you are right. Now, we all know who Henry Ford is. Henry Ford is, you drive a Ford car, he's the one who invented the car. Do you know what people said to him when he first started inventing the car? Oh, you're crazy. No one's ever going to use that. No one's ever going to buy it. Look at what we all drive around in today. But he failed many, many times before creating that car. And most people who are successful, if you listen to their stories, they all have failed. But they all have gotten back up again because they do what they love. And I want you to find your passion today. And I want you to say, I'm going to do this because I love to do it, and not let anybody in this world tell you any different. There's going to be people that you're going to come across your path, sometimes even adults, that are going to say, that's stupid. Why are you doing that? Oh, it's already been done. No. You accept what they say and you let it go because you believe in you. And so if that's anything that I can help you with today, is that I want you to know that you are a strong community. You are a proud community. You have your whole life in front of you. Don't let anybody ever tell you. I am proof of this. Henry Gonzalez, Roberto Mendoza, Doris Rodriguez, and so many others are also proof of this. So you have a wonderful Hispanic Heritage Month. Feliz mes de la herencia hispana. Muchísimas bendiciones. Mantén la fe y siempre piensa en tus sueños porque los pueden alcanzar. Un abrazo, un beso de la República Dominicana.